Lora Ellen Sterling was born in Utah in 1895. She was the eldest child of Harriet and Robert. She was very close to her sister Dale, who was just 18 months younger. Look at the size of these hair bows. This photo of the girls was taken when Lora graduated from high school. After graduation, she worked in her father's meat market. Despite being very petite, standing less than 5 feet tall, she was a hard worker and lifted and cut the meat as efficiently as any man. In fact, one of her sisters noted that many salesmen came into the market just to watch her work. The young man who eventually caught her eye was named Lora Anthon. They were both 21 years old when they married in January 1917, and they were head over heels in love. In November 1917, they welcomed a baby boy, who they named Kenneth Sterling Anthon. Lora struggled to get well after the baby was born, and heartbreakingly, she died less than 5 weeks later. She died due to pneumonia, along with the after effects of hemorrhage and blood clots from childbirth. I can't even imagine how crushing the loss was to her family. Meanwhile, the world was falling apart. As if the loss of his wife wasn't enough, John was quickly drafted into the army, and his baby son went to live with Lora's parents. In 1919, John married Lora, who was a young widow. She was only married for a year when her first husband was also sent to the war, but he died in battle in France. They were married for 60 years. They also had one daughter, Leona Bernice. Little Kenneth also grew up. In 1939, he married Mina, and then it was his turn to go to war. But he came home safely and would have 3 children with Mina. I'm sure his grandparents had many wonderful stories to tell about his mother.